Out of the mists of time in Tampa, they walked the walk, and they swung the clubs too. 86 years after the, quote, greatest field of golfers ever to play in Florida gathered for a photo in front of the Temple Terrace Country Club, a group of modern-day throwbacks went old school, recreating the 1925 Florida Open. This time, it was the first professional golf tournament of the 21st century to use the original style hickory clubs and ball.
You can't swing as hard at the ball as you can with modern equipment because, you know, the equipment is not as well designed and technically manufactured as modern stuff is. So you got to kind of gear back a little bit, play percentages, you got to play, you know, accurate shots, and that's kind of where it's at.
It was like stepping back into history. With names like Mid-Iron, Mashie, and Niblick, the clubs look different. They sound different. And the three-piece ball with a solid core and wound with rubber bands under a gutta-percha cover doesn't go nearly as far as the modern ball.
I'm losing, you know, probably I would say 100 yards off the tee, so I mean that's going to be tough.
You lose a ton, but so does everybody else, so that's okay.
For 400 years, golf clubs were made from wood, with hickory the material of choice for golf shafts in the middle of the 19th century until the beginning of the metal shaft era in 1929. Pros were prized for their ability to make clubs, as well as play them, until golf club manufacturing became mechanized early in the 20th century.
You might, on a modern club, miss your swing or miss your spot by a half an inch and you're still okay. But if you miss it on a hickory club by 1/8 of an inch, you're going to push it off right or left and you're really going to feel the difference.
The sweet spot is, you know, a lot smaller, so, you know, it really requires a precise and accurate swing, but it's a lot of fun.
Playing for $5,000 in prize money, the field included the past National Hickory champion Mike Stevens, LPGA Top 50 teacher Jennifer Cully, and South African David Frost, who won 10 times on the PGA Tour.
Not knowing the distances the clubs travel, you know, since it's just one round you play, it makes it a little challenging.
The winner, with a score of 79, was Hooters Tour player LaRue Ferreira of South Africa and Lamar University, who lives in suburban Houston.
It's a challenge, it's something new, it's something I've never done before. It's like playing left-handed, I mean, I've never done it before, so I mean, I'll certainly do it again.
When it opened, Temple Terrace was a brawny golf course at 6,414 yards, planned by Scottish architect Tom Bendelow and opened in 1922 as part of a Mediterranean revival community built on a large orange grove. One of the country's first planned golf communities, Temple Terrace was named for the Temple variety of orange, and it was the brainchild of Chicago socialite Bertha Potter Palmer.
It brings some of the older courses like here at Temple Terrace back into play because you can participate in play exactly the way they did over almost 100 years ago.
Golf's most famous feat, Bobby Jones' Grand Slam in 1930, was completed using wooden shafts. Jones never won a tournament playing with steel shafts, although ironically, after completing the Grand Slam at Marion, Jones helped Spalding design its first steel-shafted iron set.
I was from Omaha, Nebraska, and I had a great group of guys there, a large hickory golf area that wanted to share and pass on the tradition and just the heritage of golf itself. And so they passed that on to me, and I got involved in hickory.
Ferreira was the only player to break 80.
It's hard, and don't swing it too hard, don't swing the clubs too hard, just swing it easy.
He estimated he would have shot 6 to 10 strokes lower with modern clubs and balls.
You hit them in a sweet spot, they're all right, but it's hard to find that sweet spot every time, that's for sure.
It makes you appreciate the guys that played with these things. I don't see how they hit a good shot time after time after time.
Well, hard luck with that one, sir.